Morning, folks. It is Thursday, December 19th, 2024. I am going to do a banana bread that with 2/3 of a cup of chocolate chips, and we'll be measuring these strawberries. We're going to add all of this to get the cup and a half that we're going to be putting in. We got a cup and a quarter of sugar right here. Here is a half cup or one stick of butter. Teaspoon of, I use sea salt. Salt. I got some vanilla extract. Couple of eggs. Got my flour over here. I'll be putting that all together. I've already preheated the oven to 350. And I've already greased my loaf pan on the bottom. Oven is set for 350 degrees Fahrenheit, but we'll start by putting the butter together with the sugar, and we'll go from there. Now, about a week ago, there was actually a death here at the apartment complex. Generally, deaths aren't all that uncommon from a retirement facility, but this one actually involved crime tape because it had to deal with the untimely demise of one of the residents that was inflicted by one of the other residents. We have that together. Now, I'm going to throw the bananas in, and actually I'll put the eggs in already on there. Sea salt, let's see, today, sea salt, vanilla, oh, let's see, teaspoon of vanilla be going in there, provided I can get this puppy off. There we go. I do use pure vanilla. I don't use the imitation. A teaspoon of pure vanilla. And get see what I'm going to have for the actual amount. Again, when I get these all together, this is going to be an overall, but what I'll be taking out of it is going to be a cup and a half. Actually, I may want to wait and use another bag because I want all of those chocolate chips. Or I don't know. You think that's too much? That's 2/3 of a cup on those. Probably might be a little bit heavy on it. But either way, I'll decide when I get there. But okay, I want to get a measure on my strawberries. Yes, these are some of the strawberries that you may or may not have seen me do up before in previous videos. I have a tendency to grab the strawberries at work and come down, come back and take the hulls out of them. Freeze the overage. Currently, strawberry prices are a little on the high side, maybe until next year. Hopefully, we'll see. All right, that is just about a cup of strawberries, 8 ounces. And when I freeze the strawberries, I do put a little bit of sugar in there so that they are very sweet. Banana. Yes, I do take the peels off. I'm not that rough yet. I put those in the gallon freezer bags. Makes the squishing or the mashing of the bananas a lot easier, I find. And get the air out so that I don't make it blow up on me. That would not be a good thing. But just push things up. They are going to be going in. I may process those in my bullet. I have not made up my mind as of yet. I probably should, so that I do have a not diverse, but an even blend. Or I could possibly uh, add a little air to this and do the regular hand mixing type of a scenario, like I was shaking a open bag, like you would do on shake and bake, something along those lines. All right, so you can see what we have in the bag. Okay, got that pretty well matched up there, somewhat even. Now here's where I have to make a command decision if I'm going to put all of the chocolate chips in here or if I'm going to moderate those as I'm mixing. Thinking that I will, hmm, I think I'm going to add them separately as I'm beating this down. Okay? Only because they may all settle in one area and I might not get an even disbursement. Yeah. All right, we got our eggs in here. Let's take a cup and a half out of here. Okay, I'm gonna call that 1 cup. I'm gonna call that 1/2 cup, even though it's a lot closer to 2/3, but all right, that's me. Now the remainder of that, I'll probably be putting that on my ice cream later on. Almost be like a little miniature banana split thing with my vanilla ice cream. So I will set that aside for now. And now I'll add that in here. Let's make sure it's all the way off. All right, so instead of the 2/3 on the chocolate chips, I am probably gonna half that. The remainder, the remainder with that leftover banana strawberry. And then about 2/3 right there. That in with the other. Up. That's in there. Next, let's see. A teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, so I do not have your traditional quantities or of baking soda. Since I work in a very large place or it has a large volume, my baking soda is like in a 10-pound bag. Oh, 1 teaspoon baking. With that, I'm going to be doing 2.5 cups of flour. And I want to take a dry one. 1 cup. Two cups. And a half cup. Actually, I still need, I need the, well, it says half cup of buttermilk. I don't have buttermilk. I have regular whole milk. A half cup of whole of milk. Now I'm gonna scrape a little bit of strawberry off. We'll be starting classes back up come January 21st with managerial economics or something along that line. Last weekend, my dad took me out to lunch at one of the Oriental eateries in the area. He has some type of fascination on the Oriental itself. I really would have rather gone to the steak place, but you do. Make him happy. All right, that appears to be ready to pour. Sorry if I'm taking too long for you folks, but I wanted to see a lot of the prep. So instead of having all of that stuff already together, I'm not going to continue this while the baking process because we're looking at an easy hour and a half at 350 degrees. An hour and 15 minutes, you might want to start taking a look at it. But my guess is we're looking at an hour and a half. I'll double check, but sometimes, depending upon what you've got added in here, it's going to change your cook times a little bit. So always dry stick. It's my motto. I think you know by now. Any of you have been here. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That way there, even though this year it has been a little bit uh, less frequent. Part of that is actually the courses on getting the MBA are a little more intense. All right, we'll call that good. So that's what's ready to go in. Double check on what I want to put for 10. All right, we'll look at 75 minutes or an hour and 15. I am thinking that it's going to be closer to an hour and a half for this. Depending, like I said, a lot of it depends upon the densities of the fruits that are in there. And since I also added the chocolate chips, that's going to affect that as well. But till next time, enjoy yourself, be safe, and take care.